Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another game of SoloHammer, 3rd edition. Yeah. The Dark Eldar. This is the Tyranids. I don't know how many points. I just grabbed HQ choices, 2 troop choices, and a heavy support, and that's what we're playing with. For the Tyranid HQ, we have 3 warriors as their warrior brood. Heavy support is the old One-Eye, which I haven't played in God knows how long, and 2 10-man squads of Termagants. Being way outnumbered, we have our Archon, who is standing side by side by the Pain Engine, as well as 2 10-man squads of warriors. We are playing with a very wonky deployment where No Man's Land is a very diagonal strip. I cannot word today for some reason. It must be because I haven't drinking my daily sponsor of Coke. I'm not sponsored. I just have a problem with drinking Coke. Now the rule test, if I can see if I do this one-handed. There we go. I can do it. Alright, let's crack on. But before we start throwing dice, the question I have for you is, do you guys really come here for 3rd edition? Last week's 7th edition video didn't get as much views as I thought it would. It got over 50, which is normal, but you get like 75 or above. But yeah. In any case, that dice is gone forever. Red is for Tyranids, black is for the Eldar. Alright, we had to reroll that. Actually, no, that's a 2. The Eldar go first. Jukari. We're going to first start by moving the Pain Engine into range so he can actually see his targets. I'm going to have this unit move over here to try to engage with the Termagants. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these lads. Yeah. Okay, so we moved this unit over here to fire into them, and this unit actually broke the 4th wall, got off the mat just to try to get in range. Alright, first things first, the Pain Engine is going to fire its Stinger salvo into the Warrior Brood. Hitting on 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. Strength 4 against toughness 4, so wounding on 4s. Nothing. Let's hope the Warriors can do a bit better. They're going to be firing into this Warrior here. 6 of them are capable of doing that, hitting on 4s. Actually, no, 3s. They've got better ballistic skill. Alright. Hitting on, wounding on, oh god. Strength 3 against toughness 4, so 4s to them? 5s. 5s. It sucks because they have good AP. Anyway, we're going to move on to this combat, where a lot more of them can actually see into the Termagants. 7 attacks from the Jukari into the Termagants, hitting on 3s. Strength 3 against toughness 3, so wounding on 4s. It's AP 5. It doesn't even get its save. It just gets blown away. First blood. I wish I could make a rule. I should make a house rule where if you get first blood, you get a point. The Archon is going to fire his blaster into the warrior on 2s. It hits. Strength 8 against toughness 4, so 2s to wound. It wounds, instant death. That model is destroyed. At the end of Jukari turn 1, they were able to delete 2 models. Let's hope the Tyranids can do better. During the movement phase, we're just going to move up our 6 inches and get ready to, throw hands. As one does. This unit is going to move up to see if they can get into combat with them, and this unit is just going to go down to, yeah. You know how this game is played. The other day, when I was editing, someone questioned me like, hey, you used to have it so that they could use rapid fire even if they moved. I'm like, yes, I was playing incorrectly because I don't know how to read rules. And they're like, but I like it that way. I'm like, yeah, who wouldn't like to throw 20 dice? But it's not how the rules are written, and I want to play how 3rd edition was written. So, these bugs are going to fire 10 shots into the warriors. 4s to hit. And that's strength 4 against toughness 3. It's strength 4 because flesh bars in 3rd edition give +1 to the strength of the model. So instead of strength 3, it's strength 4. Strength 4 against toughness 3, 3's to wound. Wow, okay. 5 up save. And 3 warriors are just emulsified. These 10 gaunts are going to do the same thing to this unit of warriors, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. And a 5 up save. 2 die. 1 lives. Neither units have suffered more than 25% of the casualty rate, so they are going to be staying put and not fleeing from a leadership test. Now it's time for these 2 lads. 1 Death Spitter is going to fire. Actually, yeah, we're just going to try to fire onto this dude. Just 2 of them. And I don't think we have to use the actual dice for this one. It just hits. I think it's the large blast one, because the ordnance thing. I'm going to go with yes. Correct me if no. It's strength 6, but the Talos is toughness 7, so he needs 5s. Yeah, no. Hard bastard. Honestly, I should have done the attack into the Archon, but I'm stubborn. Sadly, due to how the deployment worked, I am still not in range to actually charge this turn. So we're going to move on to Dark Eldar, turn 2. Okay, so beginning at turn 2, we kind of moved around just a bit. The Talos has moved up against the cover, so we can at least do something about that. The Archon moved about just enough to get into range, but not into, like, range, if you know what I mean. These guys didn't have to move at all, so they'll be able to get the rapid fire shots into that unit of gaunts. And this unit just came down so they can all get their shots. Let's start shooting. Let's start with the Archon into the unit of warriors, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. It's instant death, he's dead. These warriors are going to fire their splinter rifles into the gaunts, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Not bad. Actually, I take that back. Their weapon's AP 5. That's dead. Alright, since this unit didn't move, they get to rapid fire into this unit of gaunts. Same thing as usual. 3s to hit. 4s to wound. Okay. It's AP 5, so 3 gaunts are dead. Talos is going to fire his stinger into that remaining warrior on 4s. Strength 4 against toughness 4, so 4s to wound. Nice. It is AP 5 against the save of 5, so it does not get a save. And it's 3 versus the 2 wounds on him, so he's also dead. Not only did they get the first blood, but they get 3 points for deleting the HQ choice. Nice. And now we're going to charge the pain engine into Old One Eye. Alright, let's do this game of Tooth and Claw. The Drakari actually goes first in this one, so yeah, it's D6 attacks, plus 1 to the charge. 7 attacks. Okay, let's crack on. It's weapon skill 5 against 4, so 3s to hit. Alright. Strength 7 against toughness 6, so 3s. Okay, so now we have to read some rules. No armor saves allowed against the claws on the Talos Pain Engine when using the claw melee attack. 5 attacks went through, and they are no saves possible. Old One Eye has 4 wounds. The Talos Pain Engine killed Old One Eye. We go up to 5 points because elite heavy supports are worth 2 points in SoloHammer. That happens first. Second of all, we have to put this down for Old One Eye's rolls. Might be a little hard to read, but if Old One Eye is killed, mark the spot where he died, and then roll d6 at the end of the next Tyranid turn. On a roll of 4 or more, he comes back. 3 or less, he's dead. He comes back with only 1 wound, so we will see. But that will end Drakari turn 2, and it's not looking good for Tyranids because these bugs need to take a leadership test, and there's no leadership monsters. Tyranids, turn 2. Alright, these Termagants will take their leadership test. And that's a failure, because they only have leadership 5. And this unit is also a failure. Alright, let's see what they do next. Alright, we gotta find out which one of these behaviors they fall for. This unit. 2, they are falling back. And this unit. 3, they are lurking. How far are they falling back? 5 inches. They look like they're running off the board. As for the lurking unit, the brood will start falling back towards the nearest terrain that gives them cover save, as not closer to the enemy. If no suitable terrain is available, i.e. closer to the enemy, the brood will head back to its own tornage as per the normal falling back rule. Oh, lovely. So how far do they fall back? 6. Luckily they had a weird deployment, so they can fall back this far. Now, since they're falling back, they got them wait to take a leadership test in next turn, but it is the end of Tyranids turn 2. Let's see if Old One-Eye comes back on a 4-up. No, he's dead. He's dead. It is time for the final turn of the Drukhari. Can they wipe out the rest of the remaining Tyranids? Let's find out. So, both units of Drukhari warriors don't need to actually move. They're within 24-inch range to actually fire into each unit at rapid-fire range, too. So, actually, no, it's 12-inch, I think. Hold on. They didn't need to be firing rapid-fire anyway. The Talos Pan Engine has actually moved up. Kai wants to see if I can get into combat with them just to, deal with the rest of them. And the Archon is just instructing everybody to do a good job, and he's very proud of them, and everybody will get racks of heads when they get home. These warriors are going to be firing into the gaunts, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. It's AP 5, so 4 dead bugs. This unit will be firing their shots into these gaunts. 3s to hit. Love. 4s to wound. 3 more wound. 3 more die. Pain Engine is going to charge and attack the last gun in that section. How many attacks does it get? D3, D6. 1. Okay. 3s to hit. 2s to wound. Instant death. Bye-bye bug. And that's 1 more point for deleting that unit. And that will end Drukhari turn 3. Now let's see if those gaunts can do a leadership check and actually survive this, right? Alright, let's see what regrouping requires. There is at least 50% of its original strength remaining. It was a strength of 10, and they're all 3, so no. There is no enemy within 6 inches. Yeah, there's an enemy within 6 inches. And the unit is coherent. I mean, they are coherent, but they've already lost twice in this regrouping. So, nope, that unit cannot regroup, and is thus destroyed. Making this a Dark Eldar victory. 7 points to 0. Yikes. As usual, I'd like to thank you for coming and watching today's SoloHammer. Tune in next week for another wonderful game. And as usual, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you absolute lads in the next video. Bye. To be honest, I didn't think you'd go by that quickly. But, yeah, that was a quick game. Holy mulligan. Alright.